And what do you want to do next?
I'd like to do a song about changing people's minds. People who don't agree with your politics. This is how you change their minds.
After 3 or 4 tries, I poked out his eyes. That's how I got him to see. To get him to hear, I screamed in his ear. I gave him the 3rd degree. I sharply berated him and told him I hated him. I wasn't very kind. I shouted and cussed until I won his trust. And that's how I changed his mind. I shunned him, ignored him, I wouldn't look toward him. I only would give him my back. I accused him of lies, I would not compromise. I erased him after the fact. I was abrupt, I would often interrupt. We were volatile when combined. And in stating my case, I blew up in his face. Well, that's how I changed his mind. That's how I changed his mind. That's how I changed his mind. I blamed him, shamed him, insulted and inflamed him. That's how I changed his mind. Now this man was an ass. I was gonna let him pass, let him take a wide berth of me. But I was right and he was wrong, like I was telling him all along, trying to just get him to see. But he's a this and I'm a that, so we couldn't have a chat of the friendly and civilized kind. Round after round, I just ground him down. And that's how I changed his mind. I stomped on his toes and I punched him in the nose. I was using irony. So sure of the truth, I knocked out his tooth and I kicked him twice in the knee. I won over his heart with a poisonous dart, and you should have seen me unwind, being overly cruel and with ridicule. Oh, that's how I changed his mind. That's how I changed his mind. That's how I changed his mind. Blamed him, shamed him, insulted and inflamed him. That's how I changed his mind. Yes, I blamed him, shamed him, insulted and inflamed him. That's how I changed his mind. So I called him a fool, challenged him to a duel. I threw my white glove in his face. 20 paces and I shot, and I must have hit the spot. Anyway, that's how I pleaded my case. Well, I won in the end, after making him bend, and after all the papers were signed. In the end, I won, and that's how it was done. That's how I changed his mind. That's how I changed his mind. That's how I changed his mind. Blamed him, shamed him, insulted and inflamed him. That's how I changed his mind. Yes, I blamed him, shamed him, I might have even maimed him. That's how I changed his mind. That's how I changed his mind. That's how I changed his mind. That's how I changed his mind.
Chuck Brodsky on WNCW here in Studio B. I thought I knew you well. I've known each other for years, but I don't know with that song, which I guess is based on actual experiences. I'm thinking maybe I don't know you as well as I thought.
You know where I started writing that? In Ireland.
Ah.
Actually. And you would appreciate this because of their use of language. Just it's so colorful all the time in normal conversation, and it just affected me while I was over there and got me going.
Okay, yeah. Not from any other more real life experiences. If you try one of those more physical acts and it actually had the positive, I think you should try maybe sarcasm, a sense of humor. That might help.
Oh, absolutely. Crack someone over the head with a bottle, or that works too sometimes.
That is one from your most recent album, Gravity, Wings, and Heavy Things. And that album, I don't know where you recorded that.
At Chris Rosser's studio right here just up the
Up
road in
there.
West Asheville.
Yeah. All right. Not your first time to work with him, I don't think.
No, it was my third, and
Yeah.
I absolutely love working with Chris. In fact, I've told him to his face, I've never had more fun making music than I have recording albums with him.
That's nice. Well, how does he make it fun?
Well, his personality is great. He's a funny and fun guy, but he's also incredibly knowledgeable about sound engineering and about all the various plugins that he has in his studio, all the different sounds that he's got at his disposal, and we just seem to be on the same page all the time. I have to I guess I have to give him co-producer credits because I don't have a producer. It's basically whatever ideas we come up with together in the studio, and he's always got some great ones. He plays so many instruments really well that between the two of us we can get the core of a song all set up, and then maybe we'll bring in a fiddle player or somebody to play the ear candy parts. The lead parts, but we'll get most of the song done between the two of us. So.
For those that don't know, Chris Rosser is indeed a multi-instrumentalist, a great songwriter as well, like Chuck. He's in Asheville. It's Hollow Reed Studios, I think. And, of course, he's also in Free Planet Radio and other cool acts as well. Chuck, you mentioned Ireland, that song that you just did was kind of inspired by the literary nature of the folks there. You spend a lot of time there. You do these great tours of folks that want to see Ireland through the eyes of a songwriter and through the eyes of the native musicians and native folks of Ireland and also of Scotland. You just got back from the Irish one that you just did?
Yeah. Still jet lagged, believe it or not, 2 weeks after getting home.
It does take longer when you travel, when you go east and then you come back west. I've noticed that it's harder to recover when you get back than when you get over there.
Oh, my God. I get over there, and like the first morning I wake up on local time and I feel great. I come back this way, and it takes me 2 weeks to get back on local time.
Dang. Yeah.
But I love going over there. I just made my 40th trip to Ireland.
Wow.
And 26 of those have been these group tours that I lead every year. The other ones were all to play gigs earlier on. And I love it over there. The tours that I lead are absolutely fabulous. Maybe people have heard me talk about them before over the years, but the company is really a fantastic little mom and pop, family-owned tour company, and I've been with them since the very beginning, and the owner has been with the company since the very beginning. Started out as one of the drivers for the buses, and ultimately bought the company. And they have honed things over the years so well. The tours are phenomenal. The musicians who play for us are absolutely world class. If anybody knows their who's who of Irish music, they'll be blown away by the people that do these private concerts for our little groups of 22 people.
22 people.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the maximum. And I started doing the similar tours in Scotland through a different company that a friend of mine who lives in Marshall owns. So very similar. We typically spend 3 nights at a time in each place and move on to a different, like in Ireland, a different county. 3 more nights in a different hotel. So you don't have to pack up every morning. It's nice you get to be in one place for 3 nights at a time. And a gentle pace to the days. I don't try to cram in too much like some of those giant tour groups.
It could be tempting to do all that, you know. We've got 1 week, we're going to see the whole country, and you go, go, go.
But what they end up doing is pulling over on a the shoulder of the road or a pullover stop. Everybody piles out of the bus. They take a couple of photographs. They get back on the bus. They drive another 2 hours. They get out, take a few more photos, get out. And the tours that I do are nothing like that. In fact, the company's motto is the tours for people who hate tours.
Yeah, right. But yeah, can you go to Ireland though and not kiss the Blarney Stone? I mean, is that even possible?
I have never kissed the Blarney Stone.
All right, me neither. I've only been a couple of times, but yeah.
I have this theory that if you kiss the Blarney Stone, you end up getting filled with Blarney. So
Right.
better not to.
Blarney or Malarkey, maybe. So the next tour is Scotland coming up.
Coming up in September. Those have been sold out for a long time.
Okay.
But I have tours. I have a tour in April in Scotland next year, and another tour in September. And my Ireland tours for June and July next year are getting close to sold out. One of the tours has 2 rooms left. The other tour has maybe 7. So,
All right.
yeah, and then people can go to my website, chuckbrodsky.com, and read about them.
Right. chuckbrodsky.com.